activity that you're going to see it. This is the population of India based on the religion in 2001. Now, there is a question. I don't care what my caste is. Why are we discussing all this? Are we not promoting casteism by talking about caste? Right? But if you do not talk about your caste, then it will not disappear. So, if we keep mum about it, it will not disappear. Wherever there is domination, we should discuss it. Now, these are the things which are helped in breaking down the caste hierarchy, urbanization, shift of population from rural areas to urban areas, occupational mobilities, shift from one occupation to another, usually when a new generation takes up occupations other than practiced by their ancestors, not hereditary. Caste hierarchy is a ladder like formation in which all the caste groups are placed from the highest to the lowest caste. Now comes the important thing, caste in politics. Casteism is rooted in the belief that caste is the sole basis of social community. According to this, people belonging to the same caste belong to a natural social community. Caste have the same interest which they do not share with anyone from another caste. They have their own celebrations, they have their own rituals which they do not share with any other caste. This is a recent cartoon where there is a dead body and a religion, ideology, and caste of the deceased isn't yet disclosed. That's what they are worried. Forms of casteism in politics. In politics, what is the form of caste? Parties choose candidates in elections based on caste composition of the electorate. They think about that electorate and they think which caste is more. So they put up that candidate which belongs to the caste which is more in number. Political parties usually take care that representatives of the different caste and tribes find a place in government. Whenever there is a government formed, they give chance to other different caste as well. Political parties and candidates in elections make appeals to caste sentiment to muster support. They appeal to the people in the name of caste. Some people uh, reveal their own caste so that it is much more convenient for them to ask for votes. It is not the progress that they ask, it is their caste. Some political parties are known to favor some caste and are seen as their representatives. I wouldn't be giving any examples here. You know it. Some political parties claim that they are representatives of particular caste. For example, the Bahujan Samajwadi Party. Universal adult franchise and the principle of one person, one vote has compelled the political leaders to get up to the task of mobilizing and securing political support. So they try to use the forms of casteism to secure votes and in turn make a vote bank. Elections are all about caste and nothing else. Do you agree? Justify your view. No, this is far from true. No parliamentary constituency in the country has a clear majority of one single caste, so every candidate and party needs to win the confidence of more than one caste and community. So it's not that you're from a single community and you will win. Yeah, in that case, a person belonging to a community where his number is more should have won. No party wins the votes of all the voters of a caste or community. That is also true. You cannot win 100% votes of your own community. Many political parties may put up candidates from the same caste. When the people have choices from the same caste, then also the caste will not matter. The ruling party and the sitting MP or MLA in the country lose frequently elections in our country. That proves that the people are just not worried about the caste. It is not alone a factor. There are other factors as well. Now there is a point to argue. Look at this. These are the lockers in the bank, and you can see they are named after the caste, and people are securing the votes there. They have made it as a vote bank, right? Factors that influence electoral politics. Clearly, while caste matters in electoral politics, so do many other factors. The voters have strong attachment to political parties than their attachment to their caste. So they feel the party is much more important, the ideology is much more important than the caste. People within the same caste or community have different interests based on their economic conditions, so they might vote for different party as well. Rich and poor, or men and women from the same caste, again they are all also vote differently. People assessment of the performance of the government, people are much educated now, they think about the performance of the government. The popularity rating of the leaders, so the progress that has been made by the leaders, so the popularity also matters to the people. Now politics in caste. Now it's a picture I'm showing you that people try to use the caste for their own gain. Politics too influences the caste system and caste identities by bringing them into the political arena. It's not politics that gets caste ridden, it is the caste that gets politicized. This can be asked in the exam. How? Each caste group tries to become bigger by incorporating within it neighboring caste or subcaste which were earlier excluded from it. Why it wants to tend to become bigger? Because it wants to seize power. The bigger you are, the more chances of getting power. Various caste groups are required to enter into a coalition with other caste or communities and thus enter into a dialogue and negotiation. Some people, like the backward caste, come together in a single group or a community so that they can share the power. New kinds of caste groups have come up in the political arena, like backward caste and forward caste group. Thus these are different forms of politics in casteism. Now, exclusive attention to caste in politics can produce negative results. Explain. As in the case of religion, politics based on caste identity alone is not very healthy. It can divert attention from other pressing issues like poverty, development, and corruption. Suddenly, casteism becomes a big issue. In some cases, caste division leads to tension, conflict, and even violence. So that brings to the end of chapter today. It was quite lengthy video, I hope you have understood. I suggest, if you have not understood in the video conference, there might be some points that you might want to know. Other than that, if you still do not understand, I suggest you to watch it again, because there is just wordplay. It is easier once you see it 2 3 times, you will understand it well. So thank you for watching and have a wonderful